Hi everybody, welcome to the Simplify Simba release webinar. My name is Guy Clairbois. I'm the CTO of Simplify. In this webinar, we will take you through our newest release and show you the new functionality we have built in the past couple of months. During the webinar, I will be assisted by Ivy, our head of engineering, and Pete, who recently joined us as a senior Salesforce consultant. As you might remember, our previous release was the kickoff of our new release naming convention. We switched from seasonal naming to animal names. For Simplify version 10, the honor was given to the dolphin, and for this release, version 11, we've chosen the lion. Lions are known for their fierce nature. However, the lion is the most social animal of all the wild felid species. Lions live in groups called prides, and females form the stable social unit in a pride, and they are all related to each other. They support each other and their families and highly depend on teamwork when sourcing their food. After a successful hunt, all the lions in the pride share the meal. There is a lot to relate to here, but the main thing that we can relate to here is working together as a pride or as an industry, and, once successful, share the benefits between all. And what is new this release is that we actually simplifies the release name a bit more by using the Swahili version of the animal name, in honor of our product development and implementation teams in Kenya. Lion translates to the beautiful word Simba, hence the Simba version 11 release. And if you pay close attention, you also learn what our next favorite social animal, the bee, translates to in Swahili. As you can see, we still have 3 releases per year. The timing of our releases basically follows the Salesforce release cycle, and we tend to plan our releases 1 to 2 months after the main Salesforce release, so we have time to adapt to any new functionality or technical changes. As always, when we release new functionality, it can basically have 3 different statuses: pilot, beta, or GA, which stands for generally available. Typically, if we first want to test and fine-tune a new functionality with a small group of customers, we start in pilot mode. If we have functionality that's already more fleshed out, but not fully functional or finished yet, we can release it in beta mode, so customers can test it out. And lastly, if we have functionality that is ready for production use, we release it as GA. Note that not all functionality needs to go through all phases. In many cases, functionality will immediately be generally available, because the requirements are clear from the start and we just build and deliver it. As for every Simplify release, we deliver according to our release schedule. Development for the Simba release started back in October, and we are now ready to deploy it to our customers. The release notes have been published and all documentation was updated on our documentation site. Some customers have already tested the new release in their sandbox. Do let us know if you prefer that as well in the next release. From next week onwards, we will be approaching all customers to plan a date and time for the upgrade. One thing to note is that the release is scheduled a bit later than it was originally planned, particularly the go live date, the production release. This is due to some extra testing that we deemed necessary for the functionality in this release. So what is in the Simba release? We have some great new features for you. On the area of loan and grant origination, we have added CAPTCHA support for your Simplify-based web forms. Loan servicing is again packed with some great new features. To start with, we've added loan product versioning, a much awaited feature. Next to that, we have completely revised our loan fee model, making it much more flexible and ready for the future. We start off by rolling out 2 new fee types on that new fee model. All of this will be demoed later in this webinar. Lastly, we've made our loan breakdown component fully configurable, so you can easily decide what to show or hide from your end users. The third major component of the release is accounting Subledger. I've been mentioning this functionality for a while now, because it has been in pilot and beta statuses for quite some time. I'm proud to say we now can promote it to generally available. We have accounting mappings for basic transactions, loan activation and closure, for write-offs and corrections, and for interest accrual. We will now dive into a number of key new features to explain them further, and in some cases provide a live demo to show you what we've built. We will have live demos of loan product versioning, manual fees, commitment fees, and the configurable loan breakdown. So let's start with the first new feature, RECaptcha support for web forms. If you regularly use the internet, you'll probably be familiar with CAPTCHA. CAPTCHA was designed to save our websites and the forms within them from being inundated by spam. So from now on, any form built or configured by Singlify can now be enriched with a RECaptcha check, which is Google's most recent implementation of CAPTCHA. The next feature is loan product versioning. One of the key aspects of Singlify's loan product versus loan model is the guarantee that all loans that are created off a loan product inherit the specifications of the loan product. However, this also means that loan products cannot be altered once loans have been created off of them. In order to support the dynamic nature of the industry and to provide for better auditing and reporting possibilities, we are introducing loan product versioning. Loan product versioning enables you to easily create a new version of your existing loan product while ensuring that only one version of a loan product can be used at a time. This feature will be now demoed by Pete. Go ahead, Pete.
In this release, you will see a new object called Master Loan Products, and that loan products have been renamed Loan Product Versions. This new feature allows you to group loan products together, which make things easier if you need to make changes to the product for future loans, for instance to change the interest rate or add or adjust fees. You can see, create or edit master loan products by navigating to them in the app launcher. Master loan products are simple, having just a name and a description. From the Master Loan Product page, you can see all related loan product versions, and from here you can create, clone, edit and delete loan product versions. Loan product versions function in the same way as loan products. However, all loan product versions must now be linked to a master loan product. A master loan product will be created for each one as part of the upgrade process. In order to demonstrate this functionality, I'm going to edit this loan version to deactivate it. Then I'm going to clone it, making the new version active, and change the parameters. In this instance, I will change the default interest rate. This loan product is now active and can be used when creating new loans. The version name is taken from the master loan product name and cannot be overridden. You will also notice that the name of the loan product now includes a version number. If you use this field in, for example, client-facing email templates, you should be aware of this change and you might want to use the master loan product name instead. In order to use a loan product version to create a loan, the version must be active. Only one loan product version can be active for each master loan product. So you will need to deactivate any active loan product versions for that master loan product before you can activate a new one.
Thank you, Pete. Let's go to the next feature, the flexible fee model. So our customers have expressed a need for more and different kinds of loan fees, like for instance commitment fees, early repayment fees, and manual fees. This has forced us to rethink our fee model to make it more flexible and efficient. So instead of having a predefined set of fees that customers can use on their loan products, we are moving towards a fully flexible model where fees of all types can be combined on a loan. The flexible fee model stores fees in a different way that allows customers to create dynamic combinations of many different types of fees. This, for instance, enables 2 different kinds of setup fees on one loan, or charging manual fees on an ad hoc basis. The illustration below gives an idea of how this changes the Signify data model. So to move to this model is not without risk, as it involves extensive testing of the new functionality and migrating customer data to the new model. Therefore, we are taking a stepped approach spanning 3 separate Signify releases. In the Simba v11 release, we deploy the new model for beta testing. This means it is available for any customer to test and reuse. Please reach out to your Signify representative if you're interested. The new fee model comes with 2 new fee types, manual fees and commitment fees, so you will be able to use those from the start. In the next release, planned for June, the fee model becomes generally available, and we add 3 new fee types, or actually 1 completely new fee type, which is early repayment fees, and the implementation of 2 existing fees, setup fees and monitoring fees, in the new fee model. Then, in our October release, we plan to do the migration of the existing setup fees and the existing monitoring fees to the new model. So let's start with explaining what manual fees actually are. Many of our customers have expressed the desire to enable the charging of a manual or ad hoc fee on loans. With the launch of our new flexible fee model, we can now also support manual fees. The main features of manual fees are that each manual fee has its own label, so you can combine different types of manual fees on a loan and distinguish between them. The other thing is that the possibility to charge manual fees on a loan needs to be enabled on the loan product before you can do so. There are 2 types of manual fees: required manual fees, which are always charged on every loan, or optional manual fees, which can be added to the loan at any time. Optional manual fees can be charged 1 or multiple times on the same loan. And the fee amount for each manual fee can either be specified on the loan product or left open to fill in on loan level. Ivy will now give a demo of both the new fee model and the implementation of manual fees.
From this release, we are introducing a new fee model that enables our product to be more dynamic when supporting various fee types from our customers. That is, the fees will be created as a related loan product fee. So, in Simba, we're starting with manual fees and commitment fees. What is a manual fee, you may ask? It is a fee that can be applied to an investment at any point in time if it's captured on the associated loan product. Let's see how you can do that. So, navigate to your loan products and then scroll down to Loan Product Fees. Click on Add Fee button. Select Manual Fee and give it a name. So I'm going to call it required manual fee. I'm going to check the required checkbox and I'm going to enter amount. When you create a manual fee or any fee that is required, that will mean that when this loan product is used on a new investment, the required fees will be automatically loaded onto that investment. And then I'm going to click on Save. I am going to create a second manual fee, which will be optional, and I'll just give it the name manual fee. I'll give it an amount. This time round, I'm going to say that this amount can be overridden on the loan level, so I'll click on that checkbox and I'll click Save. I'm done with adding my fees to my loan product, I'll go ahead and click the Save button. I will then navigate to the related list to be able to view the two fees that I've created. So you can see one is required and one is optional. Let us see then how you can use these fees on an investment. So I've already pre-selected the loan product. I'll give our loan a name, so I'll call it the model. I'll just quickly capture some of these parameters. And attach it to a dummy account. And say we have no grace. We're not going to be charging monitoring fees. And then now here you can see our section for loan fees. You will notice that the manual fee has been automatically added. We do need to add the due date of when this will be due. So we can see, and you can notice that this fee amount is not editable because I didn't capture it with that capability. I will say that I need it to be paid 1 month prior to when they start. So I'll say that I need to pay it on the 7th of March. I will then come and add an optional fee. So I'll select manual fee. You can see this time round, it's brought up my optional manual fee. It allows me to edit. So I will say I have a fee of 34. I can give it a different label. And I can set a due date. So for example, I can say that this one is due on 28th of February, and then I'll say save. I'll then go ahead and save and generate the schedule. We'll then navigate to the repayment schedules. As you can see, the associated manual fees have created a repayment schedule record. So we'll take a look at both the optional fee set for 28th and the required fee set for 7th of March. Take a look at those two records and you will notice that they have been checked as manual fees. We have also captured them as associated investment fees. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, Ivy. The other new fee type that we are implementing is commitment fees. A commitment fee is a banking term used to describe a fee charged by a lender to a borrower to compensate the lender for its commitment to lend. Commitment fees typically are associated with unused credit lines or undisbursed loans. Signify supports commitment fees for the line of credit product type. Commitment fees for scheduled loans are on the roadmap as well and will be pursued upon customer demand. So let me provide you with a demo of commitment fees. So this is a demo of our new commitment fee functionality. In order to set up a loan product with commitment fees, we add the fees to the loan product in the same way as manual fees are added. So in the new fee model, I added the product, and there's this section right here where we can define the loan product fees. And for this product, I've set up one fee type. The name is commitment fee. It is of type commitment fee. It is a required fee. All the loans connected to this product will get the fee. The fee percentage is 1% and it cannot be overridden on the loan. Save this, save the loan product. And when I then create a new loan using this product, on the loan itself, it will inherit that same commitment fee. As you can see here, 1%. We don't have to do anything here because nothing is allowed to be overridden on the loan level. So what happens now depends on the loan amount and the amount of disbursements made through time. So we've done a couple of disbursements for this loan. As you can see here, 10,000 was disbursed on 1st of April 21, 30,000 was disbursed on 1st of May, and then on 1st of June, 60,000 was disbursed. And after that, on 1st of August, 20,000 was repaid, out of which 19372.05 was allocated to principal. So what happens now is that based on the loan amount and the disbursement made, the system calculates commitment fees. The best place to see that is on the loan breakdown, where you see the total amount of commitment fees expected. So this is all the commitment fees from the start of the loan until today, if there is still undisbursed amount remaining. And then on the transactions, we build the possibility on a line of credit loan like this one to generate fee charging transactions. So you can see a couple of examples here. On the 1st of May, we have 2 charge transactions. One is for interest, which is the regular functionality that we already had. So it charges the interest built up during that first month of the loan. And then here's the fee amount, which contains the commitment fees, €73.97. So you can periodically charge these fees to your customers, or you can decide not to charge them, but just to calculate them and then add them to the loan balance. Let's have a look at the configurable loan breakdown. So a few releases ago, we introduced the loan breakdown component, which gives customers a quick and easy overview of all the loan balances. Driven by the popularity of the component, many of our customers have asked us to further enhance the component, particularly on the aspect of only displaying the data that is really needed for a particular loan product or other context. So we enhanced the loan breakdown component and made all rows and columns conditionally visible. Combined with conditional visibility on the component level, this enables you to display the exact level of information your end user needs to see on the loan. Ivy will now demo this new functionality to you.
In this release, we have introduced a new feature that allows you to manage the rows and columns on the loan breakdown component. Let's see how you can do this. So click on your wrench and then click on Edit Page, which will navigate you to the Edit page. Click on Loan Breakdown, then click on the Loan Breakdown component. On your far right, you can now see that we have a list of the rows and columns. So we have now made it easier for you to be able to decide which columns to show. So for example, we can decide that we always want principal to be shown, so we can leave it blank or explicitly set it to always be visible. We can then go to show interest and say we only want it to be visible if there is an interest expected. So for example, we do not charge monitoring fees and we would like to hide that column. So we would click on that and indicate never. Would like to do the same thing to the commitment fees, would like to hide them and would click never as well. And if you can notice, the component in the middle of the page keeps refreshing. We'll then move into the columns, right? We can say we always want to see the expected amounts. And perhaps we don't want to see the remaining amount, so we can set it to never. Please note, if you leave any row or column as a blank value, the system assumes that you always want to view it. It's that simple. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivy. Next up is the accounting subledger. So after over a year of building, testing, refining, and testing again, we're finally ready to make our accounting subledger functionality generally available to all customers that are interested. We've even made this into a separate module, as it is not tied to loans specifically. Reach out to your Singlify representative if you want to start implementing accounting subledger. The latest features that we've added in the Simba release are a separate mapping for write-off done using the correct remaining amounts functionality, so customers can distinguish between loans being fully written off and small corrections. Also, we added the possibility to generate optional journal entries upon loan activation and loan closure, so that the capital reservation for a loan can also be booked in the general ledger. And thirdly, we have created a so-called technical label on journal entries next to the existing movement label, so that whenever customers define their own movement labels, Singlify support can still easily trace back the original source type of the journal entry. We've also made a ton of other improvements in the Simba release, which we've gathered here on the next 3 slides. I will not go through each of them individually, but please reach out to us if you are interested or you want more information about any of these features. They're also displayed on the release notes on our support site. As you can see, it's quite a list. So let's have a look forward at what we have planned for the next release. The release name will be Nyuki, or version 12. Nyuki is the Swahili word for bee. On the area of loan and grant origination, we are continuing our new pilots on KYC and AML integration. We're building new integrations with third parties that offer KYC and AML functionality. Another focus of the upcoming release will be credit scoring. We had this planned for the Simba release, but due to some reprioritizations, we moved it to the next release. For loan servicing, we expect to finalize the new early repayment fee automation module. This will enable customers to automate the calculation and booking of early repayment fees. Our recovery management module will move from pilot to beta phase. Recovery management is the process where loans can follow different trajectories of recovery. We're setting this up in a way that our customers can define their own recovery management strategies, but can make use of the standards and templates in Singlify to automate and track the whole process wherever possible. Next to that, we are planning to make improvements to the health check functionality, improving the reportability and performance, and enabling us to provide even better proactive support and guidance for loans that might be erroneous. Then, as discussed, we are adding setup fees and monitoring fees to our new fee model. This means that new customers will only use the new model from then on. Existing customers will be migrated as part of the next release. Lastly, we plan to enhance our nightly batch process logging. This means we will keep a full audit history of all nightly batch runs, again enabling us to provide better support and auditability to your daily batch processes that run during the night, such as interest accrual and accounting runs. So that's it. That's the Simba release. If you have any questions about our new or upcoming functionality, then get in touch with your Singlify representative or send me an email at guy.clairvoix@singlify.app, or you can also use the general email address info@singlify.app. All our product documentation and the complete release notes are also available on our support site, and the release webinar and any other video materials can be found on our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next release webinar.